The strongest versions of me were never built in comfort. They were built under pressure. They were built under stress. They were built under responsibility. And they were built under me carrying so much weight. Comfort never sharpened me. Pressure did.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D.
Welcome back to the Big D Podcast. This is episode 66. Today we're going to talk about the cost of comfort. Welcome back to the Big D Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Sachkowsky, and on this podcast we talk about three things that actually matter: wealth, freedom, and relentless execution. Because wealth gives you leverage, freedom gives you choices, and execution is what separates men who talk from men who actually build. This episode is uncomfortable by design because comfort is the enemy, comfort is expensive, and comfort is quietly destroying men. This episode is called Cost of Comfort. Before we get into it, I want to just a few things. If you're following us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, do us a favor, like, subscribe. 70% of you who watch and listen to the Big D Podcast aren't even subscribed. We just try to share the message with you so that you can share with other people, especially if you keep coming back and it's impacting you. Before we get into it, let's recognize some of the people that we've partnered up with here at the Big D Podcast, whether they're sponsors or just people who are mission-driven like us. First, Ability Tree, they support families who have children who are impacted by disability, family carrying, real responsibility, real pressure, real weight. It's not marketing. This is a purpose, and we are following their purpose, and we are promoting their purpose. Go support them at abilitytree.org and follow them on Instagram at @abilitytree. Guys, less than a cup of coffee a day can help one single family who literally goes through turmoil day in and day out, trying to figure things out, especially with things and situations that they never planned for in their life. Also, a big thank you to our sponsors, Get Wabam. GetWabam.com, right? So these guys, Wabam is a product that is used for vehicles, it's used for motorcycles, it's used for boats. It's a product that literally stands out in the marketplace. We have a bunch of products here, a few of my favorite. We have Slick. So Slick is a ceramic detail product, and then I love their fresh air freshener that you spray in. They have so many products. Every single one of their products we use. I'm a big believer in promoting something that actually works. There's plenty of product on the market to make my cars look good, but when I'm done using them, they still don't look good. So I saw what these guys were doing. I tried their product. I fell in love with their product. I decided to partner up with them here at the Big D Podcast. So go check out getwabam.com and use code BIGD10 for a discount. Also, Proud Father, we're excited. We got some more gear coming in the mail from these guys. Proudfatherapparel.com. Check them out. For real men, serving real purpose, going out there, what they need to do for their family, but also coming home and participating in their family, unlike many men out there. So go check them out, proudfatherapparel.com, and use code BIGD15. Support the brands, support the discipline, support the leadership, and support the legacy. All right, let's get into it. So the lie of comfort. Let me start with this. Comfort feels good, comfort feels safe, and comfort feels earned. And comfort is a liar. Comfort doesn't reward you. It doesn't protect you. It slowly robs you of your edge. Most men don't fail in life because life is hard. They fail because life gets comfortable. And comfort convinces these men to stop pushing and stop going after the things that they once said they would. Why do men chase comfort? I've had this question asked to me by a few people. And here's why I believe men chase comfort. Because comfort, it feels like relief. It feels like balanced. It feels like success, whatever that looks like in their life. But comfort doesn't build strength. It doesn't build confidence, and it doesn't build true leaders. It actually builds softness in individuals' lives, giving them the excuse that they don't have to finish because where they are feels comfortable. And that softness shows up in everyone's life at one point, but some people just really hold on to it and they allow that to become a major part of them. The real cost of comfort is what it does is it actually costs you your urgency, it costs you your hunger, it costs you your discipline, and it costs you your awareness. When life gets comfortable, you wake up later, you sleep in, you train less, you push fewer boundaries, you say, I'll do it later, you avoid hard conversations, and you delay many decisions in your life that can impact you now in the moment. Nothing explodes, right, in your life. Everything collapses. You slowly decay because you're comfortable, and that's why this is a dangerous place for men to be. Comfort creates weak routines. I see it all over the place. I see it with many, many men. Comfort destroys your life, but it doesn't do it overnight. It does it over time. It destroys it quietly. You don't realize the impact what you're doing today and the comfort you're feeling and the comfort you're participating in today does 2-3 years from today. It's going to destroy you quietly. Soft mornings, easy workouts, excuse-fulfilled schedules, fast food, minimal effort, different things. You still look productive. You still feel busy, but you're not growing. You're just maintaining. And maintenance is decline in disguise. Let me repeat that. Maintenance from you being comfortable is decline in disguise in your life. And if this isn't what you want, then you have to understand something. The personal truth that's going to help build me and what has built me can maybe help you build in your life, right? So let me be clear. The strongest versions of me were never built in comfort. They were built under pressure. They were built under stress. They were built under responsibility. And they were built under me carrying so much weight. Comfort never sharpened me. Pressure did. Pressure forced me to think clearer, to move faster, to execute harder, to lead better. Comfort would have ruined me. And what I can tell you is it ruins most men who stay there way too long. And I just wasn't willing to do that. So let me pause right here for a second. Hey guys, quick interruption to the show. We have Joe and Micah here from Ability Tree. Joe, why don't you share with us what you do at Ability Tree?
Hey, yeah, thank you, Dan. So we come alongside families impacted by disability by providing rest, recreation, education, support, and training, basically bringing families impacted by disability out of isolation into community.
Awesome. Hey guys, after this video, you're going to see a link in the caption. Make sure you check out Ability Tree and check out his mission here with Micah. Awesome. Ask yourself honestly, have you ever gotten uncomfortable? Your body, your money, your leadership, your standards, your family. Comfort always shows up first quietly. And if you don't confront it, then it's going to take over. And comfort makes men avoid responsibility. Here's what comfort really does. It makes men say, oh, that's not important enough, or this is good enough, or that's too hard, and this is easy, and this is what I'll do. You don't want pressure. If you don't want pressure, you're not being a real man. You don't want expectations to know that you're going to have to participate in something harder than you actually want to do. You don't want accountability. But responsibility is what gives your life the meaning it deserves. Men without responsibility, they drift. Men with responsibility, they sharpen. Comfort removes the burdens in your life, right? Because it just feels better at this time. And without burden, men become a lot weaker than they already are. So let's look at the comfort versus regret trade-off. There's no trade here, but the trade that no one talks about is you're either doing or you're not, right? So you're not going to say, okay, like I'll give you a little bit of comfort and a little bit of discomfort. You're either going to stay in this comfort zone for your life or you're just going to live uncomfortably for a while so that you can do what you need to do. So you either comfort now and regret later, or you discomfort now and you respect later. You don't avoid pain by choosing comfort. All you do is delay it and compound it. And delayed pain is always worse because it makes things a lot harder. So if you want to grow, you have to attack your comfort intentionally. And here's how you do that. Number one, you have to identify your comfort zones. What are they? Comfort hidden in routines. What are they? Late mornings, skipped workouts, easy decisions, not eating right, avoided conversations, call it out. Figure out what that is for you. Also, introduce yourself to controlled discomfort. Train when you don't want to. Eat right even when it doesn't taste as good. Having conversations when you're trying to avoid them. Making decisions that you've been delaying for a long time. Discomfort actually must be scheduled, and you must attack it with a plan. So also add responsibility in your life, not convenience. Because living in a comfortable world and a convenient world never give us the best version of ourselves. Responsibility, that's going to sharpen you as a man. You're going to lead more. You're going to carry more. You're going to own more. And what happens is if you convince yourself, it's just going to weaken you to a lower standard of yourself. Another thing is remove safety nets. So people want to start this business, want to do this, but they have their safety net. People want to do that, but they have their safety net. People want to leave this situation, but they have their safety net. Whatever that looks like. Comfort loves backup plans. Burn the escape routes. You have to do that. You have to fully commit to whatever it is that you're trying to do, and you have to force execution in your life. You also have to build identity around the pressure in your life. And strong men, they don't avoid pressure. They actually seek the pressure. Pressure is proof that you're actually building something that matters in your life. So look at this fine line. Comfort versus discipline. What side do you want to be on? Because you can't play both. The middle of the fence, playing both sides doesn't ever work. Comfort asks, how can I make this easier? Discipline says, how can this make me stronger? Comfort prioritizes in the way you feel. Discipline prioritizes in your standards and what you set. One weakens you and the other builds you. You can't have both. So your environment and your comfort play a major part in your life. Comfort thrives in weak environments where there's men who execute and there's men who make excuses. Rooms where excuses are accepted, rooms where mediocrity is normal, rooms where nobody is challenging you, you're never going to grow. Strong environments destroy comfort, right? So this is why men transform faster when they're around other men, when they create masterminds, when they create accountability, when they create growth groups, whatever that looks like, because comfort doesn't strive in accountability. When men leave comfort, some things happen. They regain the hunger they once had. They rebuild the confidence they once had. They sharpen the discipline that they have. They lead stronger lives. They earn respect again. And they start to feel alive because they're starting to get results. Same man, different standard. And you have to choose, right? So you're in a place where you have to be done negotiating with your comfort zone. And you have to be ready to step into pressure. And whatever that looks like, you have to figure out who you can get around. Who are these rooms? Where are these people? I do masterminds with people who want to change their lives. And we have high-level people executing at high levels because we don't just bring in people who want to do things. We bring in people who actually make things happen. And these are the rooms that we create. So you could check it out if you're interested, bigdmastermind.com. I hold one in Florida. I hold one in Jersey every quarter of the year. We have open enrollment. But if that's not something you want to do, find men that you could be around. If you're looking for a coach, find a coach who's going to help you become uncomfortable. You know, rooms and people that don't allow comfort to survive show men how to actually strive and become the best version of themselves because they hold them accountable to a higher standard. So I want to just say, guys, that living in this comfort world and living in this place of not executing at your highest level has cost you so much. You have to decide when you're ready to change, and when that change is deep enough inside of you and the change starts to happen, you're going to see yourself in a whole different light. So I want to throw it back here before we close to the sponsors and the people who we support. Go to abilitytree.org. They're supporting families who are carrying real responsibility every day. They're super close to our heart. abilitytree.org, and our Instagram is @abilitytree. And a special thank you to Get Wabam and proudfatherapparel.com. Check both these guys out. Wabam, use the discount Big D10, Proud Father, Big D15. These guys are incredible in what they're doing. We support them, we stand behind them, and we truly believe in their mission. So guys, this is the Big D Podcast. We focus on wealth, freedom, and relentless execution. Understand something. Comfort is very expensive. Discipline pays dividends. You have to choose wisely. So again, if you're not following us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever it is that you're listening to us, choose wisely there as well, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so that you're always getting a notification when our next episode comes out. Because 70% of you who watch our episodes or listen to our episodes aren't even subscribed. We appreciate the support. We thank you, and we ask you to just share the message, and we'll see you soon.
Yo, Big D in the house, baby. Relentless execution, you already know. This is for the dream chasers, the grinders, the doers. Let's get it. Relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up, now they all know the name. Big D. Started from the bottom, had a vision so clear. Building empires from the sweat and the tears. Serial entrepreneur, that's the brand I wear. In the game for the long haul, I'm always prepared. From the business to the podcast, always making moves. Every step calculated, never losing the groove. Study the greats, now I'm making my own rules. Success in my blood, ain't no way I'll lose. I got systems, got strategies, laid out the plan. Built a dynamic lifestyle, that's the Big D brand. Raised a family on vision, now I take a stand. Roadmap to success, it's in the palm of my hand. We're relentless execution, we don't ever stop. Climbing to the top, we rise like a rocket. Big D's the name, yeah, I'm running the game. From the ground up,